Thank you everyone for joining us today to learn more about our small business fiber internet product. This is a newer product for 123net. I'm sure you're all familiar with our dedicated internet access business fiber that we know and love, but small business fiber does have its place in the market, and we're really excited to show you where it's available today and how it differs from our regular dedicated business fiber. So on that note, we'll do some introductions. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Heather Tokman. I am a channel manager here at 123net. I've been with the organization about 5 years. Oh, I think we lost. Okay, we're back. Alongside with me today, I have Mr. Bob Adams, who we'll hear from a little bit later about pricing and spiffs and all that good stuff. But we're happy to have Bob with us today. And then if you haven't had the pleasure yet of working with Adam, Adam Baines is our sales engineer for the partner channel, and he does an excellent job. So he'll be walking us through some of the technical specifications for this product today and showing you where it's available on our fiber network map. So those are some brief introductions to who you'll be hearing from today. And before we go and dive into small business fiber, I do want to share with you all a little bit about what's new with 123net. It is our mission to make Michigan communities and businesses the best connected on the planet. And the main way that we do that is through growing our network. So what you'll see here is something that's new for us in 2023 is we started applying for some grant funding, which is something we never did in the past. We've always grown organically. And we said, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot and see, if we can gain some of these grants. And we were able to be awarded 2 grants. The first one was the NTIA grant, and that was the National Telecommunications and Information Administration grant for Middle Mile Network. And we partnered with PFN. If you're not familiar with them, they're Peninsula Fiber Network. You'll see a route going from the lower peninsula, passing Beaver Island up to the upper peninsula. So that will be PFN's route that they'll be building. And then 123net will actually be building 2 paths under Lake Michigan from Chicago to Benton Harbor, as well as Port Huron over to Sarnia. So that will add a lot of new middle mile network for us and give us some great diverse connectivity into the Chicago data centers and then also over to the East Coast. So this project is estimated to be completed in about 2025-26. But if you have any questions about the project or the network that we're building or connectivity over to Chicago, just ask Bob Adams or myself. We can have a separate conversation offline about that. So that's the first grant that we were awarded. The second grant that we were awarded is a really interesting one as well. This is for last mile connectivity, and this was one that Allegan County partnered up with us on, and it was kicked off due to the lack of internet connectivity options that kind of came out during the COVID-19 pandemic back in 2020. It was studied that over 10,000 residents in Allegan County had underserved internet, so 30 megabits or less. And students were unable to do their homework at home. Parents were able to work from home, unable to work from home. So they put some funding into a grant, and Allegan County put in about $15 million. 123net matched that $15 million, and then the U.S. government threw in $30 million for a combined project total of $60 million to build this 1,100 miles of countywide network. So we'll be passing a lot of business crossings here in Allegan County. So if you do have any customers out that way, make sure you start having those conversations with us now. We did start permitting and construction, but the estimated completion will be similar to the other grant network build, like 2025-26. So we'll start thinking about those network areas now. I think the coolest thing about this is we're adding over 2,000 new miles of fiber network in the next couple of years. So adding to our mission, we really just want to grow connectivity for the communities and businesses here in our great state. So that is what's new with 123net. But on that note, I will pass it over to Adam to deep dive into our small business fiber offering. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat.
Thank you, Heather. as Heather introduced me earlier, I am the channel sales engineer. So I will talk about what else is going on with the small business fiber. So small business fiber, what is it? Why does it exist? That's what we're going to talk about today. So a quick overview, it's cost effective, it's budget oriented, and there is different speed options. So backing up, why did we even make this product? So I wanted to talk about that especially. So historically, 123net has really targeted small and medium businesses over the years. So we built over 5,000 miles of network and counting over the last decade or so. And while doing so, we've passed small businesses that normally wouldn't need a large dedicated circuit. You know, and sometimes we're passing them in many cases right outside their front door, right? We'll build 2 miles of network. We're going to pass up, you know, 10 other little smaller businesses that normally wouldn't need a larger circuit. So we launched this product as kind of to take an opportunity to capitalize on our network that exists already today and take advantage of you know, these businesses that are on a service that maybe they don't really want and they don't need a full dedicated circuit. So consider it a replacement for a coax or a comparable small shared fiber product. Benefits, so reliability, you get a fiber versus a coax product. Obviously, the fiber is going to be a little more reliable. Highlight, it's still symmetrical speeds with this. So again, you get your higher upload and download speeds that are available. Scalability, you can scale along with this product for, you know, this is a far better product than a coax, so you can grow as much as you need with a fiber. And it's cost effective. And we're going to talk about pricing at the very end of this, but it's far more approachable than a full dedicated circuit. Feature set, so quick glance here, we still get the same 123net support, so you're still calling into our same NOC, 24/7, 365 days support. So you guys know them, you all know and love them. Quicker install time, so with this being targeted on our existing network, we are looking at a 60-day install time or less. Wi-Fi is also available as an option for the equipment that we're putting on site for this product. So we can add that as well. And we're allowing up to speeds up to 1 gig symmetrical. So high level view, comparing it to our dedicated fiber product, small business fiber versus the traditional. So small business fiber is on a shared network, meaning that surrounding businesses in the area will utilize the same bandwidth, while dedicated, the bandwidth is allocated just to you on that. So small business fiber is symmetrical, just like dedicated. However, the speeds won't be guaranteed like it is on a dedicated fiber with an SLA. Small business also seems to have no monitoring with it. So, you know, we're going to be emailing the customers as soon as we see a circuit go down for more than 10 or 15 minutes. They're going to be alerted on it. We're not doing that with the small business. And install fee, there is no install fee on it. Normally there is if there's 1 or 2 years times, but if you're above 36 months, we can waive that. IP blocks, 29 is the max size we can allow for a small business fiber circuit. And while dedicated, we can pretty much do any IP block size available for you. I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Bob Adams in regards to where it is available.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Adam. And thank all of you for joining today. So that's probably the next logical question is, where is it available? So 123net can offer small business fiber in any building that is lit with our fiber today, as well as any existing network where we've got fiber running in front of the customer on the same side of the street. You know, a rule of thumb, roughly within 500 feet on the same side of the street. There may be some exclusions in some downtown metropolitan areas with a lot of, cement and construction and traffic. That could be the exception, but as a rule of thumb, if you could remember fiber on the same side of the street and within 500 feet, there's a good chance that we'd be able to offer it to those types of customers. So we had an internal training not long ago, and the number that I learned is an estimated 32,000 businesses we are passing with our fiber throughout the state. So there's a lot of potential out there. If the customer does not have a dedicated fiber budget, this could be a great alternative for them. So to get it qualified, please go through your channel manager. Even though a lot of our partners know where fiber is, we would still ask that you would go through Heather or myself to get the address qualified to be sure that we could offer a small business fiber. Next slide would be pricing. So everyone wants to know, what does this great product cost? We offer speeds starting out at 100 meg all the way up to a gig. 100, 200, and 300 meg all are the same price. So you can see here, 3 years we're at 250, 5 year we're at 225. Again, that's 100, 200, 300 for that price, and then as high as a gig for $399 or $349 on the 5 year. There is a $500 install fee if we sell a shorter term. We are able to waive it on a 36-month term or longer. And then last slide is, how do we get paid? So all small business fiber circuits, whether it be in a fast track zone with fiber directly out front or in a lit building, all small business fiber SPIFs would pay a 1X with a 3-year minimum to qualify. So again, shorter term would not qualify for the SPIF, but anything 3 years or longer would qualify for a 1X. Full residuals are paid as well. From there, let's open it up for questions. Are there any questions regarding the small business fiber product? All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in chat and we'll be happy to answer them. All right, I'm not seeing any questions come in at any time.
I do see one from Bill. Oh, they're coming in. I think they're just a little delayed. Let's see.
Compare it to the AT&T Uverse. Very similar to the product. Adam, I'm not sure if you have any more competitive information. My understanding of an AT&T Uverse product is that it is a shared fiber product offering. Not sure if they're symmetrical speeds or not, but our product is a symmetrical product, so upload download speeds would be the same with best effort. Is this available? Go ahead.
Sorry, just adding on to what you said, Bob, I do see Wendy put in the chat that the pricing may be a little bit higher. It is comparable to AT&T, small business fiber. But it is a superior product as well. So there may be a bit of an upsell for that. But at the end of the day, if the customer is strictly price driven, do let us know and we'll do our best to accommodate.
All right. And is this product available to sell immediately? Yes. We have been selling this quietly for the last, 4 to 6 months as a trial basis, and everything has been, very successful with this, and which is why we're opening up now to our partners. So yes, it's available right away, and it is proven with processes in place to get them turned up. Can you get an ATA handoff for voice? Yes, great question, Bob, and thank you for asking. Yes, we do have. We're able to layer all of the 123net voice products and hosted services onto this product. So yes, analog handoff is no problem on the back of the ATA. Fiber maps available for us to review. We do not have a public fiber map today with small business fiber. I mean, we've got our public fiber map out there. However, because there are so many variables, we do not have a public fiber map just for the SBF product, which But again, Heather and I can turn that around rather quickly. So just shoot us the information over like you normally do, and we can get it qualified for you right away. Adam, what is the equipment on site? And can we do an optical handoff? Can you take that one?
Sure. So as standard, we are handing off. We've got a new piece of hardware that we're using. But for primarily, it's going to be a standard MikroTik that we hand off as our DIA circuits. However, with Wi-Fi, we're adding another piece of hardware to all of these. As of right now, I don't know if we're going to be able to handle off an optical with that. I believe we're just handing off Ethernet today. But if you have a special case, 123net, we can make a special case for somebody who needs a fiber optic handoff.
Okay. And the 1 gig cost, again was $399 and $349 depending on the term. All right. I don't see any other questions. If you have any more, please feel free to pop them in the chat. Great questions, guys and girls. Does this cost include the equipment? Yes, this pricing that you see on the screen, we do have the equipment included in this price. So yes, this pricing that you see does include the equipment. Do we offer SD-WAN with the LTE backup with this product? Adam, can you touch on that?
Yeah, we can absolutely offer SD-WAN included with it. We don't normally add the LTE to the SD-WAN. But yes, we can do an SD-WAN solution for this as well.
Okay. And what is the added cost for the /29? So I believe that cost for the small business fiber product is an additional $25. And that will get you, I believe it's 5 usable IP addresses. Correct, Adam?
That's correct, yes.
All right. Any idea on what speed is actually obtained with it being best effort? 90% or 95%? Adam, do we have any stats on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see quite similar speeds to the dedicated right away. Again, we haven't sold a whole ton of this yet. So, if you're going to have a customer that has maybe only 5 shared customers in a particular area, you're going to see the speeds right away. Once this product starts taking off, you might have, might see like 80% speeds when you're doing a speed test or something like that. But for the most part, you're going to see the symmetrical speeds on this.
Thanks, Adam. Good questions. Any others? Please feel free to drop them in the chat. Okay. I'm not seeing any new questions on there. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. And we will have a recording of this that we can send out, as a follow-up to this. Again, thank you all for joining, and we look forward to selling some small business fiber. Thanks for joining, everyone.